Saints. Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields going to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill now. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Carr, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. On 1st down, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a touchdown. Cole Kmet, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Carr. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Carr again. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Saints! From 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll start with the option. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 2nd and 7 from the 20. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Back to throw, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Fields on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space. Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep. Give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Carr had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Walker able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 37.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fields. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Takes it to about the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Kamara trying the right side. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A give. This is Kamara. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Drop just inside the 20. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson. A 15-yard touchdown play. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 31 yards. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. The pass caught by Olave. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 36, Carr. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Balled it to 26, second and 7. Carr to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. All eyes on Fields. Buying time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now following the sack. Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First throw of overtime for Carr. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here comes the Saints punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. On the return is Scott. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Chicago.
Here's a give to Herbert. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
What's the deal, y'all? Hey, what we got?
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Again. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And
it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.